Hello, hello, welcome to the stream. Not a bad tune for an intro, huh? Sorry about the timing, guys, just a couple of issues there. Still working things out as we go. And welcome to the channel. I'm Colloquial, and this will be a live stream once again of Star Citizen live gameplay through. I will be on the live service today, so we'll see how that goes. And I don't actually know what I'm going to do today in game. I haven't really figured it out. Let's turn that down, shall we? Get rid of that. Right, let's have a ganders. Let's have a look. See where we're at. First things first, I have tried EPTU this morning, the development build, to try the new Vulkan driver that's been implemented in the game, and found that it helps. It helps quite a fair bit on the old AMD card. There are still some buggy issues, but I was very surprised to see that for me personally, I could scale 1440p ultra wide HD and get roughly on average 28 to 32 FPS stably. However, every time there was a server peak, it did get a little bit janky. So I'm just going to hold off on that for the moment and see where we're at a slightly later date. I think I was lucky because I got on early. But yeah, we'll leave that one for another day, and let's get to it, shall we? Let's get into the game. So last night I finished off at area 18 after some salvage. Hopefully today we will have a nice clean bit of flight sailing, space sailing, not get into too much trouble. Yeah, we'll just see how the server's responding, see what the players are like online, see just how busy it is. I highly assume that due to the Vulkan upscaling driver stuff being put in yesterday, I think it was last evening at some point, it's a 3.5 gig download, that a lot of people will be testing that today. So I anticipate that the servers will be a little on the low side again with our good old friends here. Let's have a look, see how many people have we got in. 67 out of 92 on this one. We'll call that 100 because that's usually the player cap. Ain't too bad. And let's get the hell out of this bed and get a rock and rolling. I think while we're here today, I am going to do a little bit of salvage again, just to make sure I've got. Oh, shader load. Yeah, area 18 is never really a good place to start off when you're loading into the game until the server adjusts that you're on the server. This could be a little bit funny, but I'm clean and crisp yet again. We are currently at what are we at a minute? FPS is saying it's quite low. I mean, we're touching 35-40. Still a little bit of jank. Servers at 4-5-ish. Okay, so it's not too clean and crisp and smooth at the moment. Again, that will pick up the more we go. So we'll see how it goes. I'm just going to keep up the display info for now. See how we get on transitioning from area to area, because it usually happens for the first minute or two loading in, for me at least. It's also incredibly windy outside here, and unfortunately I have issues with the weather playing havoc with my internet connection, as the cable and anchor on the side of the house, at the other end of the house, that goes out to the telegraph pole, gets battered up against a tree that is a protected tree in the school next door, well, we've asked for the one branch that is the culprit to the cable slamming up against it in weather like this where it's windy. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to remove it, and nor are they, due to the protection status. So every 2 or 3 years, BT have to come out and replace the cable. With a little bit of slowdown, unfortunately, which will be playing into why this is a touch janky, but that's okay, we can live with it. It's not massive, it's not huge, it's just when it starts blowing a gale 80-90 miles an hour and it's a storm, at which point I'm likely to not be online in those situations, just for a matter of course, protect the equipment, you know how it is. Anyway, here we are, Area 18, here comes the tram, getting ready to go to the Riker Memorial Spaceport. Good old #1. Good old Jonathan Frakes. I'm surprised they didn't put in more sci-fi references, like so. I mean, they have got a fair few in here. We've got some ships that actually do look like they're from various franchises. Obviously, they can't completely clone them because of IPs. But it is interesting to see where the inspirations come from and what they're doing with it. So yeah, that's a nice touch. Here we go. Let's get the fudge out of Odge, as they say. Get ourselves... Ooh, there we go. There's another shader loading issue there. You see that glitch? That's the kind of stuff that I was talking about throughout all the streams with the graphics jank. But yeah, it's playable, it's manageable, beautiful looking game. I hope those that are logging in, watching the stream, watching the video, are actually enjoying what they see, because it is pretty. I know that my my FPS for my source out to Twitch is capped. If you want to resolve that, please help me get to affiliate and partner statuses by liking, following, sharing, subscribing, and we'll get there quicker so that you can get the full 1080p 60 frames per second experience. Hopefully some of the preloading and caching out won't be so much of a problem for quality. And as they say, every little helps. Plus, it'd be nice to talk to people. I've got chat open on my phone, chat open on my second screen, so I can get you from 2 places. Oh, following on from last night as well, as you've probably noticed, I managed to sort out some scenes for intros, for breaks, etc. So hopefully there'll be a bit more of a professional quality look from now on, once I get the hang of all of the shortcuts that I've got set up. So hopefully things will be a little bit more fun to watch, a little bit more cultured, and just a little bit more professional in your viewing pleasure. So yes, that's been an update since. Again, leave me some comments, chat in the chat box, and let me know what you think. If not, go hit me up on YouTube, go hit me up on Discord, and let me know there. Your feedback and comments are appreciated. Go. Oh, look at that. We've got the 1 box already. Let's not bother, because that's that can sit there. Actually, no, you know what? It's full 180, 360, whatever. Let's get this thing off and stick it so it's loaded already. Then we haven't got to worry about it. It's already there. Let's stick that away, and let's keep the FPS up, because a lot of people don't believe when I'm streaming at the same time as running this game with the graphics settings that I've got, which is pretty much maxed out. I don't believe that I can hit, as you can see, 50 to 60 odd FPS in most places, and even when it drops to just under 30, to like the 22 to 28 range, even with the output on on stream being capped, I actually do still get quite smooth gameplay. It's not that interruptive, and as a result, I don't get that many glitches and issues. I mean, you will see them, don't get me wrong. They can be quite funny at times. I'm not pretending they're not there, but I do see a lot less than a lot of people expect of. Yeah, the server FPS is averaging between 4.5 and 6.5 today. That really is quite average, which isn't great for me. There's a chance that I might actually dip off this server, go join another one at some point. We'll see how bad it gets. Get the velocity down.
You are clear to launch.
Thank you. Haven't even decided where to go yet. Again, we're going to be aiming for this area here. Let's see what salvage is up today, shall we? Right, we got Mikkel 1, Mikkel 3, Crew L1, Crew L1, Arc L5. Oh, that's a Drake cut. It's only 1,000 though. 1,000 AHC. We want to be aiming for the 20k for the range. Vanguard good, but it's Mikkel 1, Mikkel 5, Arc L1, Arc L3. I think the Origin 400's potentially a little bit too big. Let's have a look at Arc L3. Where are you? Oh, you're all the way over there. No, thank you. We're on Arc 1, 2, and 5. Crew 4, her 5. Okay. Let's keep going up the list. Arc 4. Is that on the list? Yeah, kind of. It's a little bit too far north for my liking today, though. Nice sunny day outside, though. On the old, not in real life, but in-game here at A18, so that's not so bad. They're not so good. Got here, her L4. That's not a bad idea. There's a Vanguard there. Her L2. I want to hit an arc because I don't really fancy going too far today. Arc L4. It's a Scorpius though. It's on the small side. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Arc L1. So I suppose we could go for either of these two. And they're both cutlass black. So let's go for the one that's 12 minutes, shall we? Or should we go for... We can go for the one that's 24 minutes. Let's grab that one. And let's have a look at where she be. Excuse me. Is accepted. Track you. Arc L1. You're somewhere out here. Okay. Huh. So we've accepted the mission, but it hasn't come in. Arc L1. It hasn't come in to my routing system. Let's just have a look. What we got? Oh, it's there on the screen. Does that mean it's now popped up in the old... There we go. Now it's popped up in the map. That was a little slower than usual. Yeah, that's not too far from the station. That's good. Well, we'll take that one then. And we'll see how that goes. Just while I'm here, I'm gonna ever so quickly dip. See what we're saying on... on link yet. Well, that's nice to know that that works. And I'm just going to give me a... Yeah, okay, timer still doesn't want to work. That's a little bit unfortunate, but that could be the reason why. Okay. It's, yeah, okay, we don't want that. So that's going to get deleted as well. Save that bad boy because we've already started. Excuse me a second. Having a quick play with the old scenes. See what's what. Just so you know, it's only because I'm currently checking my Discord to see who's about in the Finger Cave. So let's just do this. And I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Just double checking things work for when I need to dip in and out of the stream and Discord things, just to talk to the guys. I think everything except the audio out works, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Anyway, back to Star Citizen. Right, what were we? We were going to area. game. We were going to Arc L1, weren't we? Yes, we were. So, yeah, cool. Let's get. Where are we going? Quite a short jump, to be fair. Not too bad, is it? Nice and short. Right, okay then. Let's crack on, shall we? Oh, before we do, just noticed in the bottom left-hand side that my hydration is down. So let's crack on with the hydration. It's a bloody good point. Probably not going to need all these tools with me. Let's leave some behind, shall we? Inventory today. That's cool. Love you too, game. No, no, you don't want to do that. Oh, we'll have to move all of it. There it goes. Let's take off the display info for a second so I can actually click everything in. Right, so I want that bottle, and I want this bottle. Have I got weapons on me, haven't I? Yeah, just in case. So we'll take what I need. Oh, I don't need those. Tractors. We'll take the med pen and take that clip. So that'll leave us with. Let's leave them in the backpack for now. We don't actually need the weapons. What I am going to do though, I'm going to put the bottles on me here. I'm going to put the med pen in my legs. And then, where are we at? What's this? Oh no, it's in my thing, so we don't need that one. That one can bugger off. So I'll take that back. You can go over here. Stick you in there for the minute. You can be sorted because we don't actually need all of you. Sorted them all at the bottom. Brilliant. Love it. Right. So what I'm going to do then is we've got storage in here. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure we had storage. There we go. So that's the storage cupboard. No, not that it matters, because what I'm going to do, oh, if it will let me, I need to spin around this way. I'm going to go to vehicles. Oh, I'm going to take the gun off, put that in the vehicle inventory. Okay, so that's cool. This has all stayed in the inventory for this vehicle because I managed to fly back home and store it and retrieve it. If your ship blows up and you have to insurance claim, you lose the item. So we are not going to. We're going to attempt to try and avoid getting blown out of. I want to say the sky, but it's not the sky. Cool. So that's them saved. Hopefully. The next thing I need is my helmet that seems to have disappeared. That's not good. So I think that's because just by trying to drink. Go outside for a second. Or is it actually? No, you know where it is. I'm a silly sausage. I have put that in my backpack, which is in here. So I now need to go in here, go into the backpack. There it is. No, no, it isn't. Okay, so my helmet has disappeared. Fantastic. Yep, I've lost my helmet. Well, that's not going to be kosher. I need that. So before we go anywhere, chat, I'm going to need to go back and purchase a helmet. Fabulous. You know what? Are they going to have one? I can't chance it. I actually can't chance not going into space flight with no helmet. So there you go, there's a bug. We've gone to go fly into space. I've gone onto the ship. I've gone to take a drink, and it's ended up with me losing my helmet somehow. I assume it's probably phased through the floor, which I suppose I could check before takeoff, which is fine. But I don't really want to have the chance doing that just to find out it's not there and then have to come all the way back here just to get a helmet anyway. I also don't want to go all the way to Arc L1 just to find out that they don't have the helmet that I use. So we are going to go back to the shop and get one. I know that sounds a bit specific, but when you got OCD, it's a little difficult to challenge routine and change sometimes. There are just some things that you need to do or you have to do because you know if you don't, it will go around and wind you up. It will just grate on you. It won't be a comfortable experience doing what I do. It's as trivial and as silly as it sounds. That's just the way for me, unfortunately. So I'd rather take the time to do this now than get annoyed and frustrated later on, and obviously end up not having a good time. And that's what I'm here for, chat, is to have a good time. So, drink the old Lux bottle, get ourselves hydrated. That's what we want. Be hydrated. Maximum hydration. Right. As a trick to these bottles, to grab that, put it in your hand, and then drink. If it appears in the old hand, you're going to appear in the whole hand? No, because you've just disappeared. Fabulous. So we have a little bit of jank today on this particular server, in that it's making items disappear. There we go. Yeah, so, but we should be able to open the empty bottle and the bar is full again for a drink. Fantastic. There you go. Duplication. Duplication of deluxe. So this bottle is for hydration and it also does some of your energy for food. So we'll stick that back there. Let's do that again. That didn't stack. There we go. Stack the two empty ones. So now it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that I'm carrying what's it. That's just the trick. Make sure you've got two empty bottles. You stack them. Make sure you've. I'm pretty sure it does it without the third bottle in there at 100%. But just as a matter of course, I'm leaving the one that's in there at 100%. Just so that I don't fall foul of actually needing a drink. Because that's the last thing we need, is to end up somewhere and dehydrated and then taking loads of tick damage and dying because we can't get back to here in time. So let's go over to Centre Mass, which is in the IO tower, which is over here.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Well, that's new. Assigned landing bay. I'm not even in a ship. See, you've got little tiny glitch jank like that every once in a while. For me, not a problem, not bothered, don't really affect me. Makes the game funny though, really does have an interesting twist on it when these things happen. Because if you don't expect them to happen. Oh, excuse me, nope, it's not Centre Mass I need. Bollocks. Why? I need the other shop. Oh, I don't spend enough time in Area 18 to remember exactly where things are. More fool me, as they would say. Because it is more for me. What an idiot. Well, if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? You know? What we got this side? Is it this side? So, GOI.
Assigned landing bay.
Yep, lovely jubbly. We're not even near the spaceport, so that must be someone else's just coming in. Go and open the door. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of server slowdown, it would seem. Or at least the responsiveness of this server is a bit janky. So there's a high chance that I am going to jump over to a different server at some point. Empire, are you... Got the meds bay. Damn.
You are
I'll be
clear
back
to
where I
launch.
stayed. I know I'm clear to launch. My ship is waiting. At least I'm getting the periodic updates that yes, you are cleared to launch. You are able to go where you want to go. I don't want the free ball. Silly on me. Go to the retail. Over here. Not that it matters because it's pretty much the same place. Dumpers Depot. Or Dumpers Depot, whichever way around you want to pronounce it. I suppose it depends on whether you are English or American. Yeah. Weapons and stuff. Oh, yes. I'm going to grab one of these, wasn't I? Or rather, two of them. Those. Power plant for the,
Landing complete.
yeah.
Stay.
Yeah. We know. Cool, so that's got those for the vulture, at the very least. While I'm here, might as well grab them. Power plants. We need to go upper level, I think. Upper level. I know that I need the gun shop. That's where all the armor will be. Just remembering where the damn hell it is. Pretty sure it's the retail district, but the retail district... Ah, yes, this is where I needed to be. What a tool. I'm a fool, I'm a fool. Such a tool, such a tool. Here we go. This is where I needed to be. After all that, eh? After all that. Back up into this shop. Cubby Blast. There we are. Let's see. Singularity. There we go. That's the one I want. Spend that much time here. I'll be at least able to... One, I've never got the helmet on. Right, so that now shouldn't be in my inventory, but it is! Incredible. Cool. I wonder if it's... No, it can't be due to the bottle dupe, because it disappeared before I'd even done it. So that's interesting. But still appearing in the inventory. But we can't do anything about it. Well, you know what? Let's grab the singularity stuff. And we'll grab... No, not 30, it's just too much. What are you doing? We'll grab 3 of each. I do like this armor. I preferred it in the Iceborne variant, the Ice White version. Because that just seems to match me and my ship. The issue is, though, is you do stand out a country fucking mile unless you're on a nice planet. So the darker black and red variant is probably the way to go. Okay. So let's smack them. We do. I think that's got all of the pieces I require. Sort them. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm wearing the 4th. Okay, cool. Oh, before we disappear, let's get the TCS-4 undersuit in the Arctic, because you know it's pretty cool. And what have we got? We've got 3 sets. We get the 4th, so it reminds me to buy an extra Set of gear. Get rid of that. I wonder if the Iceborne is here. Yeah, let's see. There's the Iceborne. It is gorgeous. Make sure we've got 3 of those here as well. For this particular area, ironically, area 18, than what I'm usually capable of seeing. Now, the response for this, obviously, I'm aware that it's server FPS on the back end that causes most of these issues, and it's usually the drops that occur cause this. You can see there's my character instance updated, yada yada yada. Actor stall detected. There's your downstream. There's the clap out. There you go. Some more warnings. So that's looks like unable to find target entity for interaction link. That's where you end up with a server drop and a memory leak for said item with the object. As far as I understand, which yeah, it's a bit of a pain at times, but on the same token, out the search. I don't want the search. Rid of that. Out of there. Pull back out. Turn the torch off. Thank you. No, we're going to keep that FPS up so you can see just what's happening as it happens. Again, the red's we ignore the red, or I ignore the red, unless it gets below 20 FPS at the very top, which is my local FPS. Not usually too bothered, in all fairness. Usually because, as I've said, it's still relatively smooth for me. It's CS backpack, yes it is the CS backpack, and it's this one that we want. That's the one that fits. 5 of those. Beautiful. Right, so that's them kitted out. Let's get the hell out of here. No, wait. No, that's not the one we want. I'm losing the plot here, guys. Let's go back to the plaza. Financial district. Get to, yep, the ball, which is TDD. Allows us to go down these stairs. Yes. Whee! Hop. Like a spaceport. There we go, dropping it in the red, 28 frames per second, still relatively fucking smooth. Not got a problem. Is he going to make the tram? Is he going to make the tram? He makes the tram! There we go, beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Here we go. Shine brighter. City limits. In other words, shine brighter by getting the fuck out. Which is what I plan on doing. I plan on getting to that the Arkel 1 Wide Forest Station and going for the claim, the salvage. Good. As per. You'd think this was way more intense than it is, because, well, as you can see, still got pretty good FPS. Still looks fucking phenomenal. Oh, there was a bit of server hang. That was FPS as well. See how you can turn around and break things? But in fairness, there are something like 880,000 assets in this game. So it's no wonder that when you run in a persistent universe and you're loading them all locally as well as server sides, that you're going to get a little bit of jank, you know, a little bit of glitch. I want to say it's kind of expected, because that's a lot of files. That's a lot of... Find out, because if I can go to the vehicle loadout manager, yes I can. So this is despawned, because I don't remember putting it in. I don't remember putting it back. We put the 2 power plants of the Breton in. We've already got the VK00 fastest drive in the game, and the syrup shield generators. That was the other thing I needed to look at. So I might need to resolve that.
It takes all of us working together to
Oh.
keep our corps safe and secure. Be vigilant and report possible threats every time.
Oh, well, that's sad to find out that Mike Malayan is leaving Monuments.
Whatever your transaction, we wish you
Their drummer.
prosperous stay.
Oh, that sucks. They're a lovely bunch of guys. They've gone through so many personnel changes over the years. My mate Swanee was their bassist for a time. He went off to do his mycology stuff. Oh, it's a shame that their drummer's left. I mean, I still keep up with the guys, watching their various pages, their various content. Having known them back in just after April left Fell Silent, when it fell silent, and I actually met Brown and Nima when they moved up from Bedford Milton Keynes way to this local area in Lincolnshire, to be able to set up Studio 33 and start a new journey together as Monuments back in the early days. And then Nima left and went out to, I think it was Germany. I know he's in Germany now living, and doing his own thing over there. He's got a new band as well. That was a fair few years ago now. But yeah, Monuments kicked off 2010, 2011 is the time period, I believe. I was being auditioned by Nima and Brown to be a guitarist. I've been practicing all of the Fell Silent album, courtesy of Basic Records. Got stolen by so-called friends at the time. It's obviously not ideal, but it is what it is. You live and learn. Yeah, it's Mike's been with the band for since that sort of time, since the early days as their drummer. He had a spell out with health issues, physical health issues regarding his legs and back and what have you. She resolved, thank God, and he's got back heavily into drumming, but he's left due to the mental health side of things. He just can't keep up with the touring schedule anymore, so on and so forth. So no, mate, you can have the lift. You're going to disappear, aren't you? Look at him standing there. He's going to have gone in that lift. No, he's torchlighting. Well, you can sod off. I'm not being followed by you, because I've had that happen before. Let's see what happens. Where? What? Hangar 3. Cool. Go to Hangar 3. Although I presume that the asshole was going to attempt to try and steal my ship if he was watching over my he was watching over my shoulder what was going on with my ship, what I was reviewing. So I'll just an outside view, make sure that the asshole isn't in here in a hangar, because that's the thing about this game. You can stalk people, hide in hangars, wait for them to get in their ship with them, maybe time it with the janky glitchy stuff, and voila, you can turn around and be in their ship when they take off, kill them by shooting them in the back of the head once you get out of armistice zone, and steal their ship and be a proper pirate. So having had that happen to me just once, I'm not having it happen to me again.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft.
So come on. That took its time.
Welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Let's center everything. Right, cool.
You are clear to launch.
I know I'm clear to launch.
You are clear to launch.
Anyways, let's crack on with it, shall we? Let's zip in. There we go. Let's move and mosey on out over to here. Go into the getting set for this place here. Yep, lovely jubbly. So whilst we do, let's
Thank you.
cozy on up to pictures, I think. Must be. Don't tell me I don't have it on here. I do. But apparently I don't. I do not. Oh, well, that sucks. Oh yeah, that really does suck. Okay. Right, so we've got the route set. Before we go anywhere, let's get that set. Let's just do this. And welcome back. Me, because I'm the one that disappeared, not you guys. Anyway, let's crack on with. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. You assumed I was AFK because of it. Ah, no, Faldo, no, Faldo. I did that to come over and actually check the Discord messages that I might have missed, because obviously I'm not in a channel with you guys at the moment. And I assume you guys are in EPTU, which I did have a test of this morning, and tried the Vulkan driver. We'll have to chat about that later on. But for now, I am just testing all my scenes and making sure that they'll work. And yeah, just having another salvage run. Going out to go slam a cutter. Let's baby on. See what she's like. But yeah, cheers for having a ganders. Much appreciated. I'm just gonna quickly do that because I need to stick that in so that I can see this. See what my doing. There we go. Oh, the joys being able to use the mobiGlass, be able to lock my mouse and what have you. Pretty good. Don't think I'm quite high enough yet to be able to. Okay. Let's crack on still. Let's get up to 85. And yeah, as assumed, the route has been set in a hangar, and sometimes it will let you jump to it. I've noticed sometimes it will let me jump to it, and then other times it doesn't, so I have to get out and reset it. Now we've got the marker that we can jump to. Come on, babe. Lovely stuff. Yeah, landing gear will be up. Oh yeah. Oh, of course we're flying straight into the fucking sun. Kishti. Let's get rid of that. I can see this, so that's fine. Which is this one. Right. There we go. Go. And then if we go to here, I should be able to see your guys' messages. I can now respond to. Go, right, that's just responded to Faldo. I think I'm right in saying I have just seen Fingers is online. Now, getting a collection of the boys on in the main lobby of the Discord. It's good old Wombat. Got Faldo, and we've got Fingers, whose server it is that we play out of. Obviously, details have been mentioned, and they are part of the bio in places. I think primarily on YouTube, but that's only because I've got a letter cap limit, obviously, on Twitch, so I can unlock that lovely affiliate and partner status. You know, you want to give us a hand, like, share, follow, subscribe, etc. Yeah, let's crack on with this and get this salvage done. There we go. Boom. So there we go. Nice FPS for everyone. Always increases when we go sideways up. Oh, I've been bought out. Oh no, I haven't. I got too close. Bugger. Really needed to keep that going because now I've got to recenter the camera from behind. What to do on this mouse, especially when you're fucking drifting from here. Let's Timmy up here. Let's cancel the route. Now that we're seeing a few instances of the display info and the FPS that's achievable. Sucker. Turn that light off. Don't need that light. Not at the minute, anyway. Dear. And find a direct path through the asteroids, because that's what we love. Slowly sinking down. Great that. Float towards. Take this shit off. Yeah, 500, slowing down. Still slowing down. Let's give it a classic 200-300 before we pull it. Pull it down now. Getting up nice and close, as you do. Coming a little bit from the side, because as I mentioned in yesterday's or last night's stream, it's always a good idea to come at it from the side so you don't just slam into it. And I think today I'm going to do this side, the opposite side from where we come in, just so we can see the station behind it. Go. Smaller ship than I was expecting. But, I'm still getting used to the ship sizes, especially for getting them in and out of the Vulture on salvage. Let's square her up. Actually, we can afford to be up there. Let's lock it. Stick her in mining mode. Right. Let's do this. We'll make sure that we're on the right tool. And then we'll gimbal. We'll also send power to Baroonies. That'll make a difference. Oh. Actually, let's de-gimbal. Out. Yeah, cool. So the rotation's good on the lock. So let's stick her there, and then I'm gonna gimbal again, and just widen the beam. Beautiful. Let's get within a 50-meter range, shall we? There we go. And we'll put them out like 2 or 3 mouse wheel clicks, so we're covering a slightly larger surface area. And cover more material at once. Not quite square on, like needle point, but it will happen to, yeah. If we spread it out on this, look, we can cover a wide area, but it takes longer to harvest the material, salvage the material compared to a needle point. So I think for this, you want to have maybe 1 or 2 notches out wide to cover the area, but still to be able to collect. It's what I was experimenting with a little bit last night. I'm going to experiment with a little today, but yeah, with the vulture, I think not. By all means, needle it like it's a 3-point needle from a tattoo gun. But I think personally, I'm going to have 1 or 2 notches of it split apart, so that I can cover enough area in a short amount of time where it's still collecting all of the material as it goes over it, without having to hover over it too much, and without having to go over the same area too often. So that's another thing as well. It's all about turn the DPI down, so I've got a slower rate of mouse movement. Yeah, a little bit more precise with the movements. The amount of movement I'm inputting to the mouse makes a bit more sense. That, I mean, I could just be mad. Each to their own. It's a lot of personal preference, like. As I've got used to the I'm then taking that, utilizing it, and then finding my own fine-tuning and tweaks in the method of the game for my particular style of gameplay. And that's not to say that I'm doing things differently because it's this game. It's just the way that I game in general, I think. Where everyone tailors to their own game style. Also, I don't want to say a disadvantage of using mouse and keyboard, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people do use mouse and keyboard in a game like this. But a lot of the guys in the Discord tend to use, as far as I'm aware, sticks, either VKBs or X56s. We heard, I think, was I on stream still with Grumps last night when he was describing about having the Turtle Beach lower budget tier throttle and stick, or stick and stick with throttle. Can't quite remember, I've slept since then. So yeah, there's definitely some advantages to having joystick and throttle set up, for sure, when it comes to this game. But then there are also areas where having a mouse and keyboard has its advantages. So it's whatever preference you like, really, isn't it? For me, I find that, because this is how I used to play Freelancer, that, again, this game was based on, and I'll keep mentioning it because it's the closest comparison I have. I was pretty damn handy in that game. Didn't have anywhere near as much in the way of options and missions and places to go as this does. It certainly felt as expansive as well, but it had different jump areas that were within game that were a lot smaller and very much more linear, that game, whether you followed the storyline or not. Yeah, I loved that game. I played it to death, and I'm playing Star Citizen roughly similar to how I used to play Freelancer, because of the comparison aspect and the similarities here and there. I just have more options with regards to hardware and my mouse and keyboard. But in this game, there are unbelievable amount of control options. So, and with with that many, I'm just not going to custom it too much. Until I get like a HOTAS setup, like the guys or some of the guys have, to experience having stick flight in this game, I'm probably going to be sticking to keyboard and mouse for quite a while. It is intuitive, it works, it's straight in and away. Apart from the components that have been suggested for like your quantum drive, which ones to look out for, the abrade salvage module, because it's the best one. I think it was Faldo's advice from way back when he gifted me enough in-game currency to help me get the vulture in the first place. For sure, like it makes a difference, some of these modules. When it comes to guns, shields, what have you, it does, again, they all do slightly different things. That's where Urkel's calculator comes into play online, to check out DPS and such. But I would say that, again, it's still personal preference at the end of the day. You might not like a certain type of gun, you might not like the way that some of them handle, you might not like having ammo, you might prefer laser weapons and all that sort of jazz. So it's all up to you at the end of the day. And then obviously the method in which you go about doing these contracts in the various ships with the things and stuff, that's obviously down to you as well. And I just happen to like having a nice 2-point spread on the old lasers here. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to touch sideways. Come on, Cutlass Black. You will be mine. You will be savaged. Look at it glow. Look at it glow. Get a little closer. Get a little closer. Feels like we could cause some considerable this element of the game. I really do. It's so unbelievably therapeutic. It's ridiculous. Look at that blue circle disappear. Give me the skew of material. Give me the recycled metals and composite construction materials. Please. Okay, I think we're getting close to what is salvageable on this side. But we've got all of the surfaces we can see on this side before we trek round to another. Don't really want to spend too much time going over the same areas. Okay, that feels like that's done. Let's de-gimbal. Well, recenter and take the shift control off so we can now fly and whiz round the vessel. Oh, we are still on the bit of a roll. Unintended? I'm not too sure. Maybe. See how we go. Right, let's thrust up with space. Start at the top. Again, work our way down. One thing I have noticed. There we go. Let's see if that's yeah, voice should be a bit higher over the background music and sound effects of the game, but I do like the game to have a decent sound, especially for you guys viewing. I noticed that last time on the stream it was quite good. It's quite a good mix and level. Wasn't too invasive and such. But I have noticed that on loading into Star Citizen, that volume control that you've just seen doesn't necessarily relate to the volume level that you had the day prior or the session before. It tends to jump around a bit, a couple of dB, which means you have to readjust it. So like I've adjusted it to, what was it, 34 there with the microphone. Today in my headphones it seems just a touch too quiet in response, and I haven't adjusted volumes anywhere else, so it would appear that it's a in-game issue again, maybe one of the bugs or glitches. I wouldn't say, well, maybe it's not a glitch because everything still works, right? But for sure there's definitely a variation change in how the volume is represented by the slider and how the game loads those sounds, like what level it loads those sounds. So RSI, CIG, if you're listening, or if this ever ends up finding its way to you guys as from feedback, if you guys ever check the channel out, yeah, that's just one of the things. Look at that. I'm gonna say though, I have ended up a little further away than anticipated, than I wanted to be. Right, I think that's most of this side done. So let's get that back to middle or there or thereabouts. The gimbal rotation lock off. It's getting close. Lock it back on. Gimbal on. Off. No, on, because now I'm gimbaling the salvage head. Z. What we at? 5.4, nearly 5.5 skew in the ship out of the 13. That's not so bad. Old wrist is playing havoc today. Again, it's because I don't have a desk and I'm sat in this camp chair or fishing chair. Outdoors, waterproof. Well, not waterproof, but that funny. You know what kind of fishing chairs they are. Mouse pads. And although I'm like this, nice and comfortably, like my left is good, but the wrist action for the right hand for my mouse is a little bit, does get a little bit sore. That's why I wear a wristband to help support my wrist, but it's again, it's still not quite ideal because of the angle I'm playing at. Just a little bit annoying, because it does mean that it gets uncomfortable within what are we at, an hour and a half. Yeah, that's about right. Hour and a half in, I'm starting to have a little bit of muscle issue, RSI. I think it's just the angle that my wrist is at, because I'm sitting like this, a bit that way, when ideally I should be with a flat edge. I don't have a flat edge like this to just dunk onto my mouse to float. It's like that. This crease here pulls, and the tendons underneath start to ache and they're the ones that are holding on up the weight of my forearm and my hand. No matter how light I hold my mouse, frictionless feel because of how this mouse glides across any fucking surface. It's still a little bit, yeah, it gets a little bit painful, a little bit achy at times. Which in this game, when I'm playing for long stretches of time, not ideal at all. So you will probably see me regular breaks. Well, that's good. You know, you're supposed to have regular breaks, right? Rest the old body, rest the hands, get some fluids and stuff in the person, hydrate, etc. So let's tidy that up. Let's rotate round again. Let's square up to cut this. So we'll go from slightly this side as well this time, just to cover the material. I know that we have obviously finished this salvage mission, because obviously it's now complete. Just to make sure, we're going to get absolutely everything. We'll do what we did yesterday as well. I'm going to slam all of this salvage of the skin of the vessel, scrape the hull, all of its components. Look at all this. Look at all this. Turn itself away. Let's get all of this juicy material, baby. No. Yeah, we're gonna collect all of this, or as much of all of this as we can, for sure. And any issues with my thumb there? I need to reconsider my my mouse and resting position issues. It would appear that I'm not getting enough support in my forearm and my hand. Well, it just means that I will have to take a break shortly. That's not a problem. Shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, just the template to go. Well, I'm pretty sure it's just a template to go. We'll soon find out, won't we? Hopefully. Oh, look at that. There's a chunk we missed. Sorry, I missed. It's a chunk down here. Beautiful bits here. Just a spot there. We're trying to scrape all of it. Let's get rid of the rotation lock. While we're centered, let's make sure we can get it. these lasers across, and we've got as much as we can.
1,400 DPI.
I would say that's pretty much done. Right. What we're going to do now that that is done, is we're going to get within 20 meters. There you go. Right in the middle. Turn off the what's it? Oh, let's rest. Yeah, I think I'm going to do these boxes, fracture and crack the ship, and then I'm going to go for a break. Whee! No, don't get back on, dude. Thank you. Right. Get out the wrong multi-tool. Don't you dare. Yeah, he's pulled out the wrong fucking multi-tool. So that means the one that I had the tractor attachment in is no longer what's it. So that means we're going to have to use the big one. There we go. Cool, lovely stuff. Right, let's auto eject. Do these 7 boxes, although it probably won't do 7. Yeah, it should do 7. Nice. What do you mean? You ain't got anything there? Come on. Nothing here. Why are you saying there's something stuck? You. Want to give me that box then? Thank you. What do you think? Nothing in the way. Nothing to come out. Except boxes. We'll do the sensible thing and stack the grid first. I noticed yesterday, I think the reason I lost those boxes was because I stacked down on this side first instead of into the grid. So just bear that in mind. Come into the game. I was going to say that there's shit in the way before it chucks this one out. Right. Oh, it's going to break. No. Just being an ass today. Really is not doing well with this server FPS, that's for sure. So, I think I might actually do this, jump off, because it has been an hour and 40 minutes and I haven't really got too far into what I was doing, but this is what I plan to do to begin with. Might do this, see what the guys are doing in Discord, and then jump back on after having a bit of a break. Maybe grab something to eat and drink as well, because it has gone 10 past 2. Okay, it's 10 past 2 here. Yeah, cool. So that's the last one. Let's holster that. Get back up there. We've done like an hour and 20. It's not too bad for a stream. But, let's crack on into this. Fracture. Just literally crack the ship. Cool. So make sure we've got the lock on. Alt W, get to the fracture. Fracture this baby. Right up close, so then it happens faster. Fractured. Swap to this. That's our prime distance. happening really fast. That's 10 skews straight off the bat. Lovely. Straight up, that's the 13. Cool. And we'll keep it on that for a minute. Let's get out the chair. Got the main body, so we've got most of the skews straight up. It's just a case of filling up this grid with the boxes. Roll down, slides down the ladder. Eject. There we go. It's bad boy. Okay, so now we're going to fill down this side. Get right up to the door. Oh. There we go, that's better. Hang up. These are supposed to be clipped. There you go, they're clipped. You there. Top. Woo! Make sure that's slammed down. Ease in. Ease in a little. Do this quick, because I've got a feeling that's going to cause issues today. With free floating instead of being clipped on a cargo grid. So yeah, you can cheese your space a little. Obviously, it can cause issues, but we do what we can until we can get a bigger ship. And you know, if it's possible, why the hell not? Right, don't want that. Right, on there, that'll clip. And then let's get you in there. And we can push that one over. That clips. And we've got space to pull this one out where it won't clip against the light, and the light we'll be able to zoom. Put that in. Oh, nearly failed the conveyor belt on that one by nearly stepping on it as it comes out. Anything on that conveyor belt, it doesn't want to know. Is there anything on it? Okay. We've got a second. Yeah, last one. So we will stick this one. Leave that one on the conveyor belt then, and put that one on the conveyor belt if it will let us. Will you let us? I don't think you will you? But we'll give it a go. Okay. Do it the other way then. There we go. That's roughly safe. We've got an area that we can get to here. We've got 12 skew left. That's good news. Let's map that up. Let's get up in here. Let's get up here. Come on. There we go. Back on the seat. Collect the other parts of this ship. And then hopefully we should be done. Let's what do we have here? Oh, I was too close for that. click this. I think I sent a bit flying into space. Beautiful. Oh, I nearly walked into it. Okay. Bang, gone. Bang, gone. Oh, too close. Yeah, cool. Bit the ship. Any more for any more? Oh, free floating piece there. Just disappeared. That oh. Any more for any more? See any other? I don't know if there's any other metal pieces out here. I'm confident in saying I think that that is this particular ship salvaged. Which, you know, cushy. If that is the case, which it is, we're gonna heads down. Now we turn that off. Let's get the fudge out of Rog. Do that to an empty bit of space. Let's get ourselves back to Arc Core, which I can't do because I don't have enough fuel. Let's go back to kind of whatever. I need to find a way of speeding up that head tracking. It's faster when it gets to the old 0 point of the 0.6. Jump.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now
Yeah, of course it'll take us to place. That's alright. It's ours. Close and personal. Yeah, no, I know. Yeah. I know I'm too close. Just using it for the marker. Because it's not going to come up otherwise, is it? No, I didn't think so. Okay, let's charge. Oh, double N.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay. That request has already been granted.
I know. I'm just double checking and making sure that she gonna get. Oh, put myself in decouple. Shit. There we go. So I was out of that mode. Question is, are we? Cool.
landing gear down.
Oh shit. Well, it was a small scrape. But we nearly blew up there. Never mind. That was a terrible bit of flight on my part. Come on. Not doing too well today. That particular piece of flying could have been better. Ah, it was a terrible landing.
Landing complete.
And I'm miles away from the...
Launch complete.
It is complete. Now the landing's going to be... Come on. Come on, stop being a toss. Go.
Your systems are offline.
Right, we are. Well, that could have been a better landing and approach to this station. It is what it is, though. Oh, before we leave... Oh, such a... Considering the damage received, let's get back in the chair. Gonna be a bit of funky. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go on a break for a while, end the stream, dip out, grab some lunch, grab a drink, talk to and chat to the guys, and be on in a little while. I think that's probably the best way to go about this. So there we have it. That was another salvage complete. Another small ship. Hope you've enjoyed what you've seen for these for this hour and 50 session, and I will catch you in a while.